What's going on, guys? We're going to talk about how to trade the futures. So today, in the live stream today at Evolution Traders, I was trading with the rest of the crew today. Essentially almost everyone in the room, at least 90% of the people in the room who trade futures, we were done within 30 to 45 minutes off the bell. Reason being is because we came in with a game plan. We identified that game plan. We kind of just sat and wait for it to, kind of play out. And then when it did play out, those traders who do trade the NQ or trade the futures, some people even took the ES as well because it was a similar setup, profited very, very easy. So let me show you exactly what we were looking at. So as we started that live stream, we started the day off today. One level that I had marked in there was 15,468. 15,468 is our pre-market highs. Very, very simple, right? If we have room to get over that and we can kind of confirm that area, potentially take a long. Why? We're also over the 200. We're also over the 20 SMA on a 1 hour time frame. So that's telling you price action is bullish. There is a little bit more buyers in the tape. Now, again, we don't necessarily want to day trade the 1 hour candlesticks, but we want to use the levels from the 1 hour candlesticks. So that 15,468. Now, if I go over to the 5-minute time frame, because this is what we were watching, right? So if I look at the 5-minute time frame, here's that high, right? So here's that high that we were talking about is right here. Here's the open, right? Here's the open, 6:35, 6:30 in the morning. We're trading over the 200, over the 20 SMA. We put in a little bit of a pop, we kind of drop, and then look at what happens here at 6:50. We put in a massive green candle that stops literally just shy of 468. So what were we looking at? What were we thinking of? There was someone took a earlier entry when we kind of took out this consolidation here between 5 and 6, the previous hour's highs. There's nothing wrong with that as well. Just understand your risk is down here at the 20 SMA. Also, that play that, some of the traders really waited for was this confirmation here over 15,468. So you can see at 6:55 in the morning Pacific Standard Time, we break through that area. Now there's two ways to play it, okay? There's two ways to play it. The first way we can play it is we can take the first break. That came at 6:55. If we take this candle, understand anytime you're gonna break out of a pivot point level, it's always gonna run up, put in a high, right? And then it's gonna kind of retrace. And if the move is strong, it's going to continue. So in this particular case, it puts in that new high at around 476, pulls right back, and then the next candle at 7 a.m., which is the opening range breakout candle, actually takes out that high here. So if you look at the 6:55 candle, this was the second setup. Because why would it be the second setup? Well, we had two setups, because if we were looking at the pre-market highs, that break was 15,468. So if we get into that, if we don't get into that particular trade, what do we have to do? We've got to wait for the opening range to close. The opening range is going to close 30 minutes after the market is open. So that's going to be your first hour candle, depending on what platform you are, or it's going to be the first 30-minute candle on a 30-minute chart. So there was another entry here, right at 15,477, which get confirmed at the top of the hour. We break through that price action, put in a new high to 87s, and then it ended up running all the way to 508. There was guys in that live stream, you guys can go back and watch the live stream, that took 45 points off that tire move, held one runner, and just stopped out at break even, called it a day. So the majority of people who were trading the NQ were profitable on that, because we were looking at two levels, right? Then the levels were very, very clear. Going back to the hourly chart here, look at how long we've been trading with inside this range, right? Going all the way back to Tuesday when we really broke out here, 8 in the morning. You can see the breakout. We put in the high. We come all the way back down, kind of test that original breakout spot, and then we kind of consolidate for a few more hours here. So that 15,468 was a big, big key level. Again, if you don't like taking trades that early off the bell, allow 30 minutes to close, allow the candles to digest, and then you would have taken the 15,477 breakout, and there should have been no reason why why you guys didn't make money on that trade. If you are an NQ trader, the levels were very, very clear. The price action was pretty clear. Again, if you're looking to scalp, you're taking 15, 20, 25 points, holding a runner to see if you can stretch it out to 30, 35, 40 points. If you want to make more money, it's not about capturing 50-point moves or 100-point moves on the NQ. It's just about gradually over time, baby step, move forward with adding a contract size. So if you normally trade 3 contracts, trade 4. you have some success, you build your account a little bit, trade 5, so forth and so forth. We're not necessarily looking to catch a bigger move. We're trying to catch the same size move. We're just looking to increase our contract position sizing. Now, again, when it comes to position sizing, that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. Just because you have 2 or 3 good trades or 1 good week doesn't mean you increase your position sizing. Okay. It takes a level of emotional experience and like trials and tribulations that you need to go through with that current position sizing that you're out to where you feel comfortable and almost feels boring. When you do lose, it doesn't feel like anything. When you do win, it doesn't really feel like anything. We want it to feel boring, right? When we start to feel something when we lose, we're size too big, or we're still not adjusted to the new size. Because if you were to go from, let's say, for example, 5 MNQ contracts to 10, if you feel, and you just started that, like let's say for example today, you might feel a little uneasy. It's because you're not used to it yet. So we need to get used to it. The moment you start to feel numb and dull, that is exactly what you want. You know that you're comfortable with your position sizing both on the wins and the loss column side. So again, this is just a little insight on how we trade futures over there at Evolution Traders, what we were looking at today. Again, if you want to watch that live stream, it's on the live in the live playlist. Also, today's the last day to get lifetime access membership to the community with all of the courses. Everything's getting updated, so that website is coming down in 24 hours. You're no longer going to be able to get that one-time access pass where it's just the lifetime fee. It's going to be switching over platforms, and content's going to be updated, and it's going to be on a month-by-month basis after that. But again, I'll see you guys all on the inside. Those of you guys who decide to take me up on it and come trade, learn, and hang out with us. For those rest of you guys, I'll see you guys all back on YouTube.